All right, what's going on, guys? Gdoggcasey here with the second episode of my Peterborough FC goal of trying to get to the Champions League. We are about to play our 10th game of the season against Leicester City. And so far this year, after winning our first game of the season, it's been a bit of a bumpy ride. Let's go ahead and take a look. So, it actually has been an incredibly bumpy ride. So we got our first win against Brighton, which was on camera. You guys saw that. Followed up by a 1-0 loss to Wolves, which actually wasn't that bad because Wolves, as far as I know, is doing very well. Okay, well, actually, they've fallen a little bit down to 5th, but they're, a playoff team or a Europe League team right now. So they, losing 1-0 to them wasn't terrible. And then after that, we got a 1-1 tie against Sheffield United, which was disappointing. I did want to win that game. And then probably the biggest disappointment, heavy disappointment, losing in the second round, which was our first round in the Carabao Cup, 2-0 against Fulham. The hilarious thing about that is that Fulham, is there a way where I can see my history against Fulham? I don't know. There probably is a way, but I don't know where to click for it. In last year's Carabao Cup, I faced Fulham and I destroyed them 7-0. And then this year, we lost 2-0 and are no longer in the Carabao Cup. So, very disappointing there. We then followed that up with a 2-2 draw at home against Crystal Palace, which Ricky J. Jones, he's been good. 2 goals in, that's a friendly, but 2 goals in this game. We get the 2-2 draw against Crystal Palace at home. We did get a pretty nice result here with a 3-1 victory. Ricky J. Jones scoring all 3 goals. Kind of wish I could have got that on camera, but it is what it is. We, by the way, are selling out our home stadium. We definitely need to expand our seating arrangements at our stadium here because we're selling out every single game, which means we're leaving money on the table here. I'm not exactly sure how that's going to happen, but one of our goals is to build a new stadium, so I'm sure that's where that's going to come in. Followed that up by another very exciting game, but disappointing nonetheless. We lose that one. I'm just bringing this in a little bit. We lose against Southampton 4-3. They scored late in the game as well. Relatively late anyway. Yeah, we were up early. Sorry, they scored. We went up 3-1, and then they scored 3 goals in a row. Pretty disappointing to lose that one. And then Tottenham, we lose 3-0. And then Manchester United, we lose 2-1, which again, it's not that bad. It's pretty good to be somewhat competitive against Manchester United. And then we dropped this one heavily against Everton, which I really thought we could win 5-0. So morale in the clubhouse is not doing too good. We had a team meeting to try to help things, and it's not absolutely terrible, but things are on a downward trend. We've had a very difficult schedule early on. After Leicester, things are going to look up a little bit. We got teams that we should be able to beat here. West Ham, Norwich, Watford, all of those teams I feel like we should be able to win against. Leeds might be difficult. Who knows about Burnley? And then back to another run of difficult games here. So this upcoming run of games is going to be incredibly important for us because if we look at the actual standings here, we're finding ourselves in 15th place, and we're not, we're not confident that we will not be in a relegation battle right now. So not going as well as I had hoped. Now, on the other side, we've done some more transfers here. Oh, hold on. It's time to wake up, guys. Sorry, my alarm went off to wake me up. So transfer history. We've been busy. We've brought in some more players. Here they are. Higo. I'm trying to remember which ones are actually new. It looks like maybe just these 2. We brought in Higo. Another Brazilian. I don't know why my scouting is like just giving me tons of Brazilians. So I just have so many to choose from. And one thing I've really been looking for, we'll see if we can find an example of it here. Probably not a perfect example, but let's see. So here's like a Brazilian, right? Let's say this guy is like 100 rated by my scouts. They really want me to sign him. Sometimes what you can do is check their contract info and see minimum fee release clause for domestic clubs. So in Brazil, if anyone has 5.75 million, they can just buy this guy no problem. So a couple of these players that I got my hands on, I did so because of like a 1.6 minimum release clause for foreign clubs. So I guess this guy Higo really wanted to play for a foreign team, and he wanted to come to England. So I signed him. Another 19-year-old. Look at those physicals, man. 16 pace, 17 acceleration. He is a winger, and hopefully going to be a damn good one. But 19 years old, he's pretty young. His passing needs work for sure. His crossing's okay, though. Good dribbling. He's more of like a ball handler right now. Maybe more of like an inverted winger, even though it says winger, he's better at. Good technique. He could improve to be quite good. His potential is pretty nice, and already at a 3.5 locked in for the potential, which is part of the reason why I went for him. And then, of course, Victor Mateus, another Brazilian. Way more versatile, this guy. I needed versatile players. Also 19 years old. This guy looks possibly even better. Not quite as fast, though, which is a little bit of a shame. Maybe that means he's a little bit more suited for the midfield. But regardless, this is where he's a natural at. He's got very good dribbling, good crossing, 17 passing, 16 technique. Like, this guy looks fantastic. And he's actually slotted himself right in to the starting lineup, or at least as a regular sub. The reason why he's starting now is because there's even more bad news. Taking a look at the medical center, we've had some injury problems. Ricky J. Jones is he's in recovery, 1 to 4 days. He's probably not going to be available for this game, sadly. We also lost Jack Clark for quite a while. In fact, he's still injured. He's got a sprained wrist, I believe, or a fractured wrist against Man United, yeah. And I think he still has that injury, but with a fractured wrist, you can actually still play him. So I don't know if we're going to play him or not. We'll find out in a minute. But we've had some injury problems. We've had some tough matches against some teams that I feel like we should be able to win against. And we have a winning record against Leicester. We're at home against Leicester. It's a televised match. I felt like this was a perfect match to come back to YouTube with and show you guys this match. So let's go ahead and get ready to jump into it. Like I said, video 1 was quite long because I had to go over the entire team. But going forward, the matches are going to be shorter. And I apologize because my pets are causing problems here. Yeah, come on in. Doing my best Northern Lion impression there. Cat scratching at the door, so I have to let her in the middle of a video recording. Anyway, we'll set those opposition instructions. Mark McInnes is probably going to start. Let's have a look and see what the coach says. So we got Robson. Yeah, he's up there playing advanced forward. I actually changed the tactics a little bit. I wasn't super happy with how the false 9 was working. I tried some deep lying forward as well. And in fact, even for Robson, I think he's just going to be better as a deep lying forward. I'm going to put him on attack, though. We've been playing with a positive mentality. It's not really working that well, but we'll try it against Leicester. It should be okay. Our midfield has been doing okay. Probably the strongest part of our team right now. And one thing I'm noticing is that it's very likely that what's happening to my team this year is I'm being punished for over excessively going after young players. My entire team, I don't know, who's the oldest person on my team? Probably 23 years old, I don't have a lot of experience on the team, and all of my players are still developing. So I think what's happening is just some major growing pains. Now, hopefully, as long as I can stay in the Premier League, it will eventually turn into something awesome, right? But we can see that the players have not been playing very well. They're hopefully going to develop to be much better, but definitely going through some growing pains right now. Probably being punished for going after players that are too young and not really going for talent right now. But if it, my thought is that it's going to pay off eventually. Players will be able to develop, and then we're going to be awesome. We just have to get through this tough time. So let's see what we can do against Leicester. Morvin is suspended. He got a yellow card. Yeah. He got too many yellow cards and he's suspended. Munoz is taking the captain's armband. That's hilarious. Probably not the person I would go for that. And here we go. I think the sound is currently off, but we'll turn it on. Looks like they have James Madison on the field. And yeah, Leicester currently in 19th place. So we really need to do something against them. And without the crowd going, it's kind of bothering me here. What is happening? Okay. Give me the sound. There we go. If we can hear the ball being kicked, that's all we need. And let's see if we can turn around this shitty run-off form we've got. We're on extended highlights. Great. We're going to be keeping an eye on how often Leicester is deciding to kick the ball deep like that, because if they continue to do that, we will move our defensive line down. McEachran moving up with the ball here. Oh, nice pass to Roth! Oh, come on, Roth. That could have been his first ever goal. Nice play, though. Nice play. Good start. In the first minute, we get a nice offensive chance there and a corner kick. And we'll maintain possession here as Call gets it back to Adeniran. Back to Call. That might be offside. Or it's a goal kick. Okay. Potentially offside. All right. Nice header there. Oh, what? I think he knew he was offside or something, so he just didn't bother going for it. Leicester's goalie's name is Areola. It's a interesting name. Reminds me of an old Tech 9 song that gets stuck in my head sometimes. All right. Yeah, they're definitely... They look like they're trying to get the ball deep quite fast. All right. Already quite unhappy about that. Let's bring this down to balance, I guess. That was very unfortunate. Yeah, of course I want to do that. Those tactical changes. We just let them run right up the middle. I don't know what our defense was doing there, but let's bring the defensive line back, and hopefully that doesn't happen again. We really, really don't want to lose to Leicester. Like, if we lose this game, I start to get incredibly nervous about our future in this Premier League. And the thing is, if we do get relegated, then there's a lot of negative things that can happen. Okay. At this point, Madison's got to be like over 30 years old, so I can't really expect him to be that great. I'm not really liking how this has started. Like, we had a great start, and now we have a slight injury. He wants to come off gashed upper leg. And they want to bring James Opara in. Hold on, yeah, he's heavily hurt. So, shit, man. These injuries are just... Already having to do a sub under 10 minutes into the game. Opara has never played a game for us yet. He could be great, but he had a heavy injury right when we got him. He's got a high injury risk. Higo is probably who's going to go in. His determination is skyrocketing. Yeah, let's put Higo in. More so than James Opara. He needs... Yeah. Opara needs some better match fitness. Oh, guys. I don't like how this started. I was hoping we would have a positive match here. Mert Mulder up to Madison. Good defense by King. King really stands out on the field as, like, quite obviously the biggest player on my team. And look at how small this guy is, Call. Especially compared to King. It's pretty funny. We have some very small players on the team. McEachran as well. And then we've got some bigger players. discouraging. Come on, guys. Defend. Okay, good job. Good job. Roth is going to pick that up. We got Robson up here. Oh, my God. Roth just pulled his hammy. Are you kidding me? And he gives the ball away and lays down on the field and lets Leicester get the ball back. Okay, are you ever going to get up, dude? This is one thing, like, I hate about soccer. Like, get up, fuck. What is happening now? Are we getting a penalty? Jesus. Okay, look, can you stand, dude? Or do I need to pay you several more $1 million? Hey, we got a penalty. Robson, let's go, dude. Come on. We need this so bad. Yes! Yes! Getting a little lucky. And it looks like Roth has a heavy injury here. Jesus, guys. Why is this happening to me? Yeah, he needs to come off. And Jack Clark has a busted wrist. You know what? Get in there, dude. I'm sorry, but we need you. Oh, my God. Like, I'm happy we got the goal, but these injuries are just ridiculous. The entire team needs to be encouraged. Two subs already. Oh my God. This goalie, Benda, is really heavily disappointing me. How can this happen? Like, what are you... My God. Look at this. Look at this. Oh my God, he saved it. Amazing. And yeah, that's okay. Give him the corner. You don't got to try hard to get that, Minos. You're captain already, right? You don't got to work for it anymore. Why run when you can just watch it go out? Jeez. Okay. As soon as I start criticizing Benda, he makes a couple saves, which, you know, I pay him a lot of money, so I kind of expect that. Now my defense is just falling apart. Benda's kind of standing on his head, trying to keep us in it. We're just continuously giving up possession. Jeez, what a frustrating game already. Okay, we're losing the possession battle as well, so you know what? We're going to actually switch this down to cautious. Is there anything, like, clearly wrong with what we're doing here? Extremely urgent? No, we're staying on feet, which I actually want them to do. Yeah, I mean, as far as I can tell with the tactic, I think it's okay. I think the mentality around my team is just not good. It looks like when I tried to encourage them, they didn't like it either. Try again. Oh, this is dangerous. Free kick. Alright, let's get that encouragement shout out there. Hopefully it makes them a bit happier. Okay, it did help a little bit. Higo's not happy. Why is he? He's anxious. Okay, great pass there from Call. Amazing stuff. Right off the crossbar. Take your time. That was not a short pass, and clearly we're not capable of long passes like that, so we'll tell them to go even shorter. Okay. Oh my God! What a shot from Call! And of course it doesn't go in. But that was an incredible attempt there, out of nowhere. Oscar call. Alright, well, here we are. What do we say? I expect to see much better. Yeah, get motivated, guys. We really need to do better than this. Areola. Areola. Okay, the XG is actually not terrible. I feel a bit better about that. I was going to say we got to watch out for subs, but we literally only have one sub left. And hilariously, I don't know why this is happening to me, but I've realized that you guys are not getting any sound. And I apologize. Or you're getting my voice, but you're not getting the in-game sound. And now you will. It's a little late for that, but I apologize. The reason why that's happening is because my cat chewed the wireless dongle for my headset. So I have to use the headset that I gave to my wife when I replaced it. But because I keep switching the headset, OBS doesn't keep the sound device as active. So I have to remember to check that every time, and sometimes I don't remember. So sorry about that. Oh, this game, guys. Let's go. We need at least one more goal here to try to get a draw. I'm going to let some time go by. It looks like Clark needs to come off. We're going to do one more encourage. When that wears off, we'll probably take out Clark. Playing with a fractured wrist. Alright, let's do a sub. In danger of being booked. Minos, why? You're the captain, dude. I don't know what to do. McEachran. Oh, you know what? Jack King is having a terrible game. Yeah, let's get Ojeda in there. Another young player. This is what's happening, guys. My players are way too young, and I'm starting to feel it heavily. We just need a goal. Come on, Divine. Great throw. Just give the ball away. Here we go. This is exactly what I was hoping would happen. Are you kidding me? There was 4 players in between those 2 players, and somehow they managed to get a pass off. Okay, good job, Clark. Playing hard. Clark is, even despite his shitty score for the game, at least he's playing hard. Look at him run. That fractured wrist. Just split him up the middle, dude. Weak kick there. Did none of Leicester's fans decide to show up? Is that what this means? They just didn't... Not even a single fan bought a ticket to come to Peterborough? Oh, come on. How can you let that happen? Maybe that's the urgent pressing working against me here. My players are exhausted. And that's it. This is our last chance here. Free kick. Incredibly disappointing. Incredibly. I'm not going to throw the water bottle. I'm going to point the finger. I am not happy with that performance. You know what? McInnes, you're disenchanted? How much are you worth? 10 million. You know how much I could use $10 million right now? He's still developing, though. I would never sell him. But if he's going to be disenchanted... He needs to get on the same page. We were supposed to be on the wrong side of a hiding. So apparently we were supposed to just get demolished. We lost, we can't be too happy, and we need to work out. I'm quite frustrated because I felt... Yeah. I am frustrated. What impact will Daka's goal have on your team? I wonder if the impact means that we lose the game. Don't ask me stupid questions. I'm clearly frustrated. Like, that loss is huge because now... My God. Leicester is above us. This next run of games is going to be incredibly important. I don't really know what to say. When are we coming back? Well, we have an FA Cup third round match in January, I mean. Maybe we'll come back for that. I don't, like, of course it'd be cool to, like, come back for a game against, like, Man City, but I definitely am not excited about recording a 5-0 loss. And, you know, Man City, Arsenal, Liverpool, Chelsea, Wolves, all of these teams are probably going to beat us. It's these games right here with Leeds at the head. Like, where is Leeds? They're here. Even Watford is doing better than expected, so even Watford's... And look at that, Norwich. All these teams are doing better than us, so... I mean, for all we know, this could get even worse, and we could lose all those games and end up in a really difficult spot. And I was saying, like, if we end up getting relegated, pretty much every player on my team has these, like, relegation clauses in their contract. They're still quite big, though. Like, some of them, 21 mil. Like, if we get relegated and then this guy wants to leave for 21 mil, then, you know, we'll have money to be able to replace some players, but it's just one of those things that I'm incredibly nervous about, and I don't really want to deal with. Daniel Roth, 3 to 4 weeks, dude. Are you kidding me? This is, like, devastating for a 19-year-old who's trying to develop 19 balance. 5 to 12 days, gashed upper leg. Like, the injuries this season have been way worse than any other season as well. Peterborough have one of the leakiest defenses in the Premier Division, conceding 22 goals in just 10 matches. Olsen famously suffered the ignominy of being knocked out of the Carabao Cup by Accrington in 2021. And the club's recent poor form has led to supporters recalling the humiliation as criticism over his stewardship grows louder. Oh, no. Why are you mad about 2021? We just lost to Fulham in 2024, and that was even more embarrassing than that. In 2021, we were not half as good as we are now, or as good as we should be. Anyway, you can hear my neighbor's dog barking, so that is our cue to cut this video. I hope you enjoyed. I know it's like it had a definite negative overtone to it. Well, you can see why. The team is struggling heavily, and I'm starting to feel less and less confident about it. Training seems to be going well. It's not as good. We have bad morale in the club. So anyway, we're gonna see what we can do to turn this around. If you have any tips, by all means. But just keep in mind, like, we've spent most of our money now. This was another person. Wait, did we sell him or did we buy him? He's joining Peterborough. This is another guy that we bought at a minimum release clause, a 17-year-old. But look at how good this guy can be. So, a midfielder is going to be joining us in January. Another Brazilian. Again, I don't know why. Like, if we look at our scouting assignments, I think I only have one guy going to Brazil. Yeah. But he happens to have a very... he's got pretty good knowledge of Brazil, so maybe that's why. But at the same time, I have Vicente, who has very good knowledge of Spain, and he is in Spain, and I'm not getting half as many players. But anyway, guys, I know I said I was going to say goodbye, so we'll say goodbye for good now. Hope you guys are enjoying. I apologize for the negative overtones of the video, but I think you can see why, and we're gonna have to fight through some adversity in order to do well here. So Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the next one coming relatively soon.